We're going to reveal the shocking truth behind that unforgettable incident today. And trust me, there's a lot more to this story than what you saw on TV. If you've been following the drama between Rasheeda and Kirk, you know that their relationship has had its share of ups and downs. But that one moment when Rasheeda's mother literally ran over Kirk's bike and yelled, "Get out of the way, Rasheeda," that moment left us all shaking. But what happened behind the scenes? Was it really just a funny accident? Or was there more tension than we realized in that explosive moment? Stood out like a sore thumb. This wasn't just any family feud or disagreement. It was a public spectacle that had everyone talking. However, what you didn't see behind the camera was how deeply the tension actually ran, not just between Rasheeda and Kirk, but between their families as well. You see, Kirk and Rasheeda already been dealing with relationship drama and trust issues. But when Rasheeda's mother became involved, that's when things really took a turn. In this video, we'll peel back the layers of that moment, reveal the true emotions, and share some shocking details you might not be aware of led to that outburst. We're going into the details of what actually happened, so stay tuned because, believe me, this story is far from over. There are some crazy twists you won't want to miss. To understand why Rasheeda's mother ran over Kirk's bike that day, we need to go back a few steps. Rasheeda and Kirk's relationship has been anything but straightforward for years. Fans have watched as their marriage has developed through trust issues, infidelity, and family drama. From the outside, they appear to be the ultimate power couple. But behind closed doors, things weren't as picture-perfect as they appeared. It all began when Kirk was involved in a significant scandal. His affair with a woman that resulted in the birth of a child, as you can imagine. How terrible that was for Rasheeda, especially since she had to deal with the public scrutiny and the betrayal. However, that wasn't the end of the storm. In the years that followed, the tension between Rasheeda and Kirk only seemed to increase, especially with the ongoing public humiliation. However, it wasn't just their personal struggles. Rasheeda's family, particularly her mother, wasn't letting things go either. And that's where the real tension began to build. Rasheeda's mother has never been a fan of Kirk from the beginning, and she expressed her concerns about Kirk's dedication to her daughter. The cheating scandal only made those worries worse. If you watch the episodes again, you'll see that Rasheeda's mother was always doubting Kirk's intentions, calling him out for his behavior, and even questioning whether he could be a true partner to her daughter. But what really happened that day with the bike? Well, to put it simply, it was a culmination of everything. The pent-up frustration, hurt, and anger all came to a head, and Rasheeda's mother felt obligated to act out her concerns. Let's go back to the famous moment when Rasheeda's mother ran over Kirk's bike. If you were watching at the time, you may recall how shocking it was. It wasn't just a simple mistake. It felt like a statement that Rasheeda's mother wasn't just angry, she was fed up. But why was this a random act of frustration, or was there something much more planned behind it? Let's break it down. In that episode, Rasheeda's mother was already tense because she had a front row seat to the mess that Kirk had made. And let's just say that her patience was running low. She had witnessed Kirk's infidelity and lack of responsibility harming her daughter, and to her, enough was enough. This wasn't just about a bike. It was about everything Kirk had done to Rasheeda, and the bike was symbolic to her. Symbolized more than just a piece of property. It was a visual representation of how Kirk had been interfering with her daughter's life and happiness. For Rasheeda's mother, it was a way to say, "I'm done with this." However, what truly astounded everyone was when she yelled, "Get out of the way, Rasheeda." The boldness and audacity of that statement. Not just anger, but a declaration hit hard in that moment. And the emotions weren't just personal between Rasheeda and Kirk. They were shared by the entire family. It's all out. But here's the real deal. Did Rasheeda's mother really think this would make things better? Was this a sincere attempt to make things better? Kirk, for the first time in a long time, wasn't the self-assured man trying to make things better. Instead, he was defensive, vulnerable, and completely exposed, now that things have reached a breaking point. Everyone is wondering if Kirk can fix this, if there's even a way to undo the damage, or if this is the moment when everything falls apart forever. Okay, so we're getting deeper into this drama. And if you thought it couldn't get any more intense, hold on tight because here comes the real bombshell. Kirk's heartfelt request for forgiveness wasn't the only thing hanging in the air. In the midst of her tirade, Rasheeda's mother let something slip that caught Kirk completely off guard. In the heat of the moment, she drops a bombshell that no one expected, revealing something much deeper than just how Kirk has hurt Rasheeda in the past. Isn't just about infidelity anymore. It's about something darker that has been kept in the shadows for years. When she tells Rasheeda, "You don't even know the full truth of what he's done," it's a turning point. It's obvious that the ground is moving beneath everyone's feet. Rasheeda, who is shocked by her mother's words, demands more information. But her mother isn't just disclosing everything. It's purposefully hiding some pieces of the puzzle, leaving both Rasheeda and Kirk in the dark about how much her mother knows. Why is this so important? Because this is the point at which Kirk's defenses break down. And all of a sudden, the things he's tried to hide, the truths he's buried, come to the surface. He panics, trying to minimize what was said, but the damage is done. It's a completely different ballgame, and this is where it gets even more bizarre. In an attempt to regain control, Kirk tries to deny the past, saying that it doesn't matter anymore, that he's changed, and that he's working on himself. However, Rasheeda's mother wasn't having it, and she wasn't going to let him brush his past under the rug. She demands answers, demanding the whole truth. And this is where things get worse. Rasheeda, caught in the crossfire, turns to Kirk, looking for any sign that he's being honest with her. Reassuring confidence, she's accustomed to it. It's a desperate man who's now being backed into a corner by his own secrets. What Rasheeda doesn't know, though, is that there's more to the story, and this is where the plot thickens. The secret that Rasheeda's mother revealed isn't even the full extent of what's been hidden. The full truth is far worse than anyone could have imagined. However, Kirk is already so deeply in denial that he is unaware that time is passing and the walls are closing in. This is the moment when everything changes, because the foundation of Rasheeda and Kirk's relationship is being tested. Not only by the emotional baggage they carry, but also by this new revelation that has now thrown everything into disarray. And the more Rasheeda begins to peel back the layers of deceit, the more she begins to doubt everything she has ever known about Kirk. At this point, things have gotten out of hand, and Rasheeda's mother has revealed a secret that Kirk is backtracking. Now everyone is wondering, how deep does this rabbit hole go? As we've seen time and time again on reality TV, what starts as a small lie can quickly snowball into something so much bigger. What's even more shocking is that the lies have spread, affecting not just Kirk and Rasheeda's marriage. Let's break. We already know that Kirk's past isn't as clean as he's tried to make it seem. But what if I told you that this secret that Rasheeda's mother hinted at isn't just a one-time mistake? Oh no, there are multiple layers to this web of lies, and they're slowly coming apart piece by piece. The real kicker, however, is when it's revealed that Kirk's affair wasn't just a one-time mistake. It turns out that he's had a history of not being fully committed to Rasheeda, and that his affair with the woman he claimed was only a friend was only the tip of the iceberg. In fact, there is evidence that this affair lasted much longer than anyone had assumed, and it wasn't just about physical contact. There were emotional ties involved as well. This wasn't just a moment of weakness, it was a pattern of behavior that Kirk had perfected over time. For the first time in a long time, Kirk wasn't the self-assured man trying to mend things. Instead, he was defensive, vulnerable, and completely exposed. Now that things have reached a breaking point, everyone is wondering if Kirk can fix this, if there's even a way to repair the damage, or if this is the moment when everything falls apart forever. Okay? So we're delving deeper into this drama, And if you thought it couldn't get any more intense, hold on tight because here comes the real bombshell. Real bombshell.
Chance and Justin's calm manner begged the question of whether they truly trusted their own skills, but Delilah and Jesse's heartbreaking tears as they exited the courtroom were a testament to the pain these revelations had caused. Father, or are they concealing personal agendas while the trial goes on and the public awaits comprehensive answers? Was it evidence of a well-organized criminal organization, or were the freak-offs merely a part of a lavish lifestyle? What's more, was Kim Porter's death a genuine accident, or did he attempt to conceal these unresolved issues? Cast a long shadow, preventing the world from learning the truth about the man who was once acclaimed as a cultural icon.